Good evening. The Old Wolf is here. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Coming at you live from Rochester, New York. It's time for another episode of the Witch and Wolf Wisdom. Tonight's episode, woohoo! Episode 25, The Politics of Comedy. What? A wide net of elements. Some of them meme-driven. Yes, you know my I have a fetish for them.
Hey, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these memes...
They make me feel tingly.
Some of these memes make
Some
me
of them
feel
fucked
something.
up, but they're good conversation topics. Mm-hmm. One of the elements that I talk about a lot. Perception. And perception in many things determines how we react. True. And a lot of times understanding why we react helps us. And sometimes things are just fucking funny. Brother Mark, good to see you. Welcome, everybody.
That's just fucked up.
That's just fucked up, yes. So there'll be a lot of fucked up tonight. As always, the views and opinions and everything expressed are pretty much mine and always mine. And if you're a Scientologist, you want to come sue me, come for it. Because you know I like fucking with y'all. Everybody else is pretty much groovy. Besides that, all are welcome. We just ask that you keep it within basic framework elements. You know what I mean? One of the things that pops up from time to time because of the elements that what we do, we do not do readings on Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights are about music and discussion and comedy and fucked up memes. And Honora, great to see you on.
Hello, Honora.
And all kinds of other little things. So, yeah, that just kind of putting that out there for what that is. Going to premiere a couple tracks, talk a little bit about what's coming down the pike. We had the contest winners last week. You and I started today, actually, on the beginnings of the first track.
I am super excited about it.
Yes, yes. So, as always, you know, one of the things we'd like to get out of the way first are just some of the elements that we do. And, you know, there are a bunch of different things. Moonbeams. We'll start right off right there.
Yay! Yes, Sherry and Bobby. Love them to death.
Absolutely. Alternative Recovery. Speaking of my sister, Ashley Hart, one of the little side projects. Unfortunately, I will not lie. I have not had the time to put into it that I really should or would like to.
It's people helping people, you know.
Yeah, you know, it has a framework. You know, we do a lot of different services, you know, gift certificates, private readings, spell casting, stream analysis, custom music.
Yay.
You can go to LadyShiya.com to check all that out. And again, alternative recovery. Yeah, I know. Well, this isn't, you know, here again, in the framework, and it came up again, no coincidence, you know, recovery is about living life. So as we're living life, we find we have less time to dance in that. Shiya also does the private video readings, $30 recorded custom readings. Again, LadyShiya.com. Those of you who can't come on her lives, please like and share us out from YouTube. Yeah. That's huge for us. You know, the tracks, anything that, you know, we put it out there specifically so it's available to people for free, that they can enjoy it, they can share it.
Have some fun. Live
and, you know, not going to lie, the subscriptions help us.
Yes,
it's what we do. Mystical Moons, who so graciously helped us out with the last context, mentioned Shiya or myself for a 25% discount. She's really great. Ashley Hart. Ashley, you still haven't gotten us a fucking graphic.
Yeah, we need a graphic.
I need a graphic so I can.
She's gotten me some pictures.
So I can pimp you out, hon.
I need to sit down and.
My brother Tony Rodriguez, Broken Past, Papo Sticker Company, and Under My Skin Tattoo. .com. Candy, great to see you. Shiya's also got her Practical Magic ongoing teaching series through the Mentorship Circle, which is like, you know, the big thing.
Thebomb.com.
Thebomb.com. Why don't you tell, you know what, why don't we do this? Just real quick, why don't you tell us a little bit about the mentorship circle?
Well, it's community, first of all. It's people who are that are coming together, that are working on their spiritual development in their way. It's not any particular like, oh, you have to do things this way. It's, some of these are my answers. If my answer helps you find your answer, great. Share your answer and we'll share it with each other. But we also do like, self-paced teaching, because nobody likes to adhere to a schedule, of tarot, Reiki, meditation, empathy, dreams, mindfulness, and shadow work. Bum, 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 bum.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. I've been working on dream modules in between writing and recording and producing and doing videos. Oh, listen, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it really... And I know Ashley can relate to this. She's an incredible artist. She designs beautiful dream catchers that are not just, in my opinion, solid craftsmanship, just from your technical aspect. But, right. And listen, the truth is truth. A lot of people talk this shit. They walk around, I'm enlightened, I'm magical. Some people have it, some people don't. It doesn't mean that you can't find it, you can't learn it. But Ashley's one of those people that not only has walked through fucking fire and danced the dance, but she actually walks the fucking walk. So the stuff that she makes is legitimately energized. It's charged.
Oh, yeah.
So, when you're talking about,
it's done with love and intention.
Yes. Well, that's part of the manifestation.
Yeah,
that's part of her magic.
Yes.
So you're not just getting, a fucking, a nice looking piece with some really cool design elements. You're actually getting a magical fucking artifact.
Yeah, we've had...
no joke.
I have two in the room with me right now. One's directly over
Listen, I challenge anybody that has issues with, with sleeping or dreams and stuff like that. It's, again, it works. It's real.
Yeah.
So check her out. Eventually she'll get us a graphic. You know what? I may just have to go and make one and just take this upon myself.
I mean, go for
it.
Listen,
no thanks. Listen, truth is truth. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people out there that talk, bullshit.
And there's a lot of factory made shit that's out there.
Right.
For people that are like, oh, I can figure out how to make this and do it.
Yeah, and made by 9-year-old children in a sweat factory in Malaysia for 3 cents on the fucking day. Listen, and again, this is not to begrudge anybody or not to point the finger at anybody to be like, oh, you're shitty or that. I'm just saying, I know Ashley, know Ashley.
Her shit
I have one of her dream catchers above our bed.
Yeah, and there's one above your head right now. That's the witch's ball, and then there's one on the door to the witch's room. So yes.
Yeah.
So
hello to everybody, Michelle, Chris. Everybody join us. Again, your support is always greatly welcomed. Again, that's how we do this. The mentorship circle, again, can't, talk enough about that. I'm going to pull up my brother Tony again, because Tony now has officially joined.
He's joined the project.
The Old Wolf project that it's now become, or as Matt has been referring to it as Allison Floyd.
Yeah, I like that. It is definitely, because it has a little bit of Alice in Chains influence.
I have a whole lot of influence. We all have influences.
And it has influences from 50 million other different directions.
And again, we were joking around, and, but all things being serious, if the worst thing that I have to contend with is being compared to some unholy bastard child of Pink Floyd and Alice in Chains,
you're doing good.
You know what? I'm cool with that. I'll be like, thank you, universe. This is good. Yeah, and listen, I'm glad that people are enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. It really, again, for me, has been a process over several years, and now the pieces have come together. So it's not unlike a starship getting ready to leave the solar system. We don't want to engage too early because we don't want to create a fucking wormhole effect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We don't want the wormhole.
We don't want the wormhole effect.
We're kind of like...
Any of you Star Trek fans will know that from Star Trek the motion picture.
Loading torpedo.
Never jump the warp with an unbalanced engine. It just fucking ends badly.
Yes.
Suzanne, great to see you as well, too. We were just talking about you and a little bit of the mystical moons.
Love you.
Yeah, and it's always great. I like doing this as we were talking about Ashley and stuff. I'll talk to my brother, Tony. Yeah, Tony's officially, joined the project. We're going to start work soon once we get a couple extra pieces together. We're going to finish this album, get the artwork, and then start a new concept album. But my brother Tony also belongs to a band called Broken Past. You can check them out at www.brokenpastnewjersey.com. He also runs the Papo Sticker Company, which is basically, he can create promotional shit out of anything. He can make you bumper stickers, patches, hats, fucking G-strings, fucking wallets, you name it. He's really good. I can't say enough. He's my brother, so yeah, I'm emotionally compromised. But again, same concept with Ashley. My brother knows his shit, and he's been doing it for a long time. And he does it cheaper and better than pretty much anybody that I've ever fucking encountered.
Cheaper and better. I mean, that's like the golden god.
How do you, you don't how do you not just, you have to, you know. But anyway, www.papostickercompany.com.
And they do custom T-shirts. You
custom T-shirts. He did Ash's custom sweatshirt for the contest we ran back at the beginning of the year.
So if you have this like T-shirt design that has been stuck in your head forever, and you just want to have your own individualized design of making your statement, let me tell you, Tony can make it happen.
Honora, we try. If you want, get with Shiya and stuff like that. We're always happy to, support others in the community.
Absolutely.
So get her the information and stuff, and then we can, put it in there, just kind of like what we're doing here. And finally, Brother Tony is a tattoo artist, world-renowned tattoo artist. If you're in the Central Jersey Shore area, specifically Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Check them out, www.undermyskintat2, as in under my skin tat 2.
Kind of a little pun there.
.com.
That's very funny.
Oh, hello, my sister, the Goblin Queen.
Oh, the Goblin Queen, yay.
So, interestingly enough, and since she is here, I am compelled.
Oh, are we going into meme land?
No, I'm not going to meme land yet.
Okay.
No, I'm putting the conversation up so that way her replies everybody gets to see.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And thank you for sharing, Chanel.
Thank you for sharing, absolutely. But I've noticed it seems that you have segued into a new, I guess you could say, venture, or you've embraced a new persona. Would you like to tell us about it?
Besides the dark hair, don't care.
I just
that's
it's conveniently it works, so I can just basically throw her under the bus, and me and her kids can just sit here and laugh and enjoy it for what it is. But also, in fairness too, because she is a sister to us and stuff. Yeah, well, I keep seeing these weird little TikTok things keep popping up, and I'm pretty sure it's you on them. I don't know. Is it a new persona? I'm being playful. I'm just saying, hey, what the fuck are you doing all of a sudden? These things are out here, so it's like, hey, what's going on?
It's becoming the TikTok queen.
What are you? Are you the Goblin TikTok queen now? What's going on?
She runs all the
inquiring minds want to know.
Yes.
She's a shapeshifter.
Yeah, that is true.
Well played. All right. Well, again, in fairness, if you don't want to share shapeshifter, aka Goblin Queen, I'll let you off the hook for today. But here's the flip side. If you leave me to my own devices too long, and Shiya will attest to this,
oh God,
I'll just go in there and create my own thing. See, I have skills. I know where you're hanging out.
I'm wondering if the wolf is going to make a TikTok now.
No, I'll make her fucking famous. I'll put her in one of the videos.
Oh, geez. See,
there you go. You want to be in one of the videos?
Yeah.
There we go. That way we can just fucking, like leaflets. We'll just drop you across the globe. See how it plays out. Gotta be careful, though. As David Bowie says, fame.
Fame.
Oh, fame.
Shoot. One of your
14K, Jesus Christ.
Shit.
See, wow. I definitely need you in my videos. Get people to watch them. Good for you. Seriously, though. Good for you.
So, I have an interesting topic.
Oh, all right. We're going to segue real quick. Go ahead. Hit me.
So, I have this, one of my friends / clients that's messaging me, and she has a group of her family that is talking on Messenger constantly. And apparently, she's got somebody in her family that wants to judge her on every little thing, and just spent like half the day trying to convert her from being this horrible, evil pagan witch. And then after she finally said, okay, let's leave that alone, and got Bible verses quoted at her, and hey, we're supposed to be family here, let's just not talk about this and move on, please. Now they're all on her about whether or not she should go and get her fucking hair done, because if she goes to get her hair done, now she's evil for getting her hair done and feeling better about herself. That is fucked up. I just gotta say.
I don't even have words. I'm at the point, and I think a lot of you out there are too, you know, certain things you have to look at and you have to shake your head and walk the fuck away.
Yeah.
And I mean it in no disrespect or offense to anybody else, but, you know, it's just like going down those fucking rabbit holes. You know, again, I don't begrudge people belief. You want to believe in something, that's your right. That's right. Beautiful, especially if it's honest. But see, at first when you try and shove it down somebody's throat, or worse, jam it up their ass.
Well, at first when I was reading this, I'm thinking, okay, you know how some of these people are. They're like, oh, I'm only concerned for you, and they're showing it in a fucked up way, but they're showing concern. Well, when it went from the segue from, okay, I'm trying to save your soul, into now you shouldn't even go and get your hair done and post selfies of yourself to feel good on Facebook, because then you're evil. That's just a busybody know-it-all fucktard that needs to go.
Again, more times than not, and, you know, just from the pure psychological quick shot analysis, people need to express themselves in the way they need to express themselves. We don't have to agree. We don't even have to like it. No. But the whole context, not only of free will, but just of that, you know, at least here within Western culture, you know, free speech, you know, free expression, you know what I mean? It's usually framed with, you know, people hating, people not liking themselves. So let me focus on you and everything you're doing wrong. Sometimes it's driven behind the fear of religious dogma, you know. Jesus says, I have to kill you because you're a heretic. Yeah, bullshit. It's not Jesus.
No.
Okay?
No, it is not.
Jesus doesn't tell people to do these things. He never did.
Said,
look at his own fucking words,
everybody.
Please.
Love people, I believe, was what was being said there.
Crazy. So we'll get to some of this interactive stuff in a couple of minutes. Yeah, Honora, I agree to disagree. We can, you know, again, within reason, you know, there's certain things, and I joke about this, but in all seriousness, once you cross certain particular lines, yeah, man, you know, game over. All bets are off. You know, you come out there fronting that Nazi insanity, or, you know, if you're going to come and try and justify how it's okay to fuck 7-year-old children, nope.
But for other things,
this old wolf don't play that game. No, I'm with George. I'm from the George Carlin school of it.
Competing
fuck
somebody
that.
Else, then, you know, fuck that. Yeah.
No, we have to have certain boundary lines, you know, and definitely. You know, again, outside of all the other, you know, ding-a-ling dancing stuff, you know, we have a lot of things that we can, you know, we can enjoy, we can share, we can use as that common ground to build from. And one of those elements, and one of my personal favorites, besides music, is comedy.
Meme time.
Funny. So yes, we're going to start off with a little bit of comedy to kind of...
Comedy, dark humor. So,
you know, dance around some of the twisting element, and then we'll get into some discussion. And Chris, I see, you know, you mentioned something out there, you know, for whatever it's worth, really, again, you know, our sympathies in this. It is tough.
I don't know why everybody feels like they need to be up in everybody else's business all the damn time.
But why? We wrote a song about that, which coincidentally we will promo the new video for and everything like that. Yeah, listen, you know, I'm the guy that's going to come in the room and I'll just shatter all the fourth walls and glass windows. I can't help it. It's just who I am.
The fourth wall, the fifth wall, the 15th wall, and everything in between.
But I believe it is the key. Yes. It is the key to making things different. So with that, all of a sudden things are gonna, oh shit! Yes. Now you can always start off, and this was the conceptual idea for the t-shirt. if you blow smoke up someone's ass, don't be surprised when they shit in your mouth. So we're going to segue from that and just, play around with a couple of things. When your spirit guides keep making you do shadow work rather than spread love and light. Now, again, for those of you that can see, that's not a good place to be. And the expression says everything. That expression says, oh my God, I have fallen into the biggest pile of shit imaginable. It's all over me. It's in my mouth. I'm going to lose it.
Yes.
Deep in the shiznit. Yeah, listen. Deep.
This is the point where you think you've done all your shadow work, and poof, the universe is like, nope, you're not done.
Context here is the visual element. When your spirit guides are keeping, making you do shadow work. Shadow work is ugly. And those of you who've done shadow work understand the analogy. Mm-hmm. So not everybody's always going to, some of them, again, may be like, oh, you fucking pagan heretics.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Trauma.
Yes.
Trigger.
All right, so we're going to scoot one up and, yes, in the spirit of darkness. When you're a being of the dark shadows, but you see someone sad.
I love this one. I really do. This one so much reminds me of you.
Well, listen, you can be dark and still give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And, again, I'm going to kind of do some narration for those of you who are listening versus being able to watch. The memes got, then when you're being of the dark shadow, but you see someone sad. Beneath it, it's got a crow with a big love button. Pink button that says love. So, yes.
All dark, but here, please have some love.
I'm sure Shiya will be.
Do the burn the witch one. I love that one.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Burn the witch one.
The woman has spoken.
Burn the witch. I want to see that.
All right. So here we've got an old medieval type of black and white. The witch on the left says, "What are you in for?"
And they're being tied. They're
tied. They're getting ready to be burned. Thank you. And the witch on the right says, I told him the tarot cards say he ain't shit.
This happens every time somebody gets a
reading. You can feel the attitude.
Want to hear. He ain't shit.
Oh, Chanel just went there. She's like, Wolf, we don't need to know about your big pink love button.
Yeah.
Yes, and some of you have shared these. So, yes, we have blatantly ripped you off and put them up here for comedy's sake. Actually, but it's all in the name of comedy.
There's about 15 different versions of this one. Tarot cards say he ain't shit. I gave them a reading they didn't like. So on and so forth.
So, again. This is a great one from the modern hippie mama something.
Right.
Just trying to give credit where credit's due. But it just got this nice sunset type of thing, and the caption on it is, maybe your final stage of healing is telling folks to fuck off.
Fuck off! Fuck off! I am definitely in that frame today. It's, sometimes...
Listen, there is a case to be made in these things that sometimes... The reason we can't heal is because the people around us keep us sick. Again, I'll use the radiation analogy. Some people are toxic. They're fucking radioactive. Okay? It's a simple truth. It's not a pleasant truth. We don't have to like it. But as with a lot of things, if we don't deal with it, it tends to deal with us. So the analogy, again, is that person's energy will continue. And, again, for those of you who are maybe on the fence and stuff like that, let me tell you in no uncertain terms, energy does have physical effects, just like radiation or electricity or fire.
Just because you don't see it, don't
right.
So sometimes it's about removing yourself from that.
Michelle's got to run and go run and find a charger on before you lose it. But here's the beautiful thing. You can go back and you can always watch the podcast after. So we'll talk about you when you're not here so that you can come back and in horror and be like, oh my God, what is that? No, we're not going to do that.
And Honora, you're right. Laughter is very positive vibes, even if it is sometimes dark humor.
Yes, absolutely.
Like,
And we'll all trust me. We're going to be getting to
Oh my God.
the fucked up dark shit. This is the lighter end of it. So our next one is, and this is just kind of an old school shot of Jack Black. I think this one might be from School Rock or Tenacious D. But anyway, the top of the caption is, when you ask your guides for advice, and they tell you to just be your most authentic self. The bottom caption, again, you got to keep in mind, those of you, don't, this is, Jack Black, long hair, scruffy beard, looking like it's all about to go fucking sideways. Bottom caption, you want me to get naked and start the revolution?
Yep.
So,
I mean, I'm good with it. Let's all get naked and start it. We're start a revolution.
again, as mentioned in the beginning, these views are, in this particular case, not expressed by me, nor endorsed by me. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and get naked, because I'm pretty sure everywhere except maybe... I only know of one nude beach down in Sandy Hook, New Jersey. Yeah, listen, everything's cancel culture, so let me tell you this right now. Women, you might be able to get away with it. You might be able to get away with it, okay?
Well, it's like
you might.
A guy walks...
Guys, if you go out there and if you try and pull a Jack Black and pull your dicks out, I guarantee you're getting fucking canceled. Okay,
Yeah, that's true.
You're getting canceled. Game over, man. There'll be no reset, or at least you're gonna have to go deep to get that reset. You're gonna have to reinvent yourself. So again, humbly, I am not suggesting anybody go out there and get naked to start the revolution. You can go start the revolution, but don't get naked doing. That's just me.
Chris, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. So.
Not going there, but we will say, and it's a bit this, he who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at.
I love laughing.
Great philosophy. Laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Have a little bit of fun.
Because we're all laughable.
We are.
To some degree or another. Doesn't make you bad, doesn't make you less than.
You can't take yourself too damn seriously.
No.
Have you ever noticed those people how miserable these people are? That they take themselves too seriously and they're miserable as fuck. I don't like
Yes, well,
Now,
that
this is
kind
what
of segues into, and again, for anybody who can't see, it's like this demon thing in the bathtub with no skin.
And it's trying to do a little bit of self-care and stuff and decompress.
The caption is, after a long day of pretending to like people.
That's like going out into the general...
Listen, high-functioning empaths know this all too well.
Yes.
It is tough sometimes pretending to be nice to people.
Especially when you know they're narcissists.
When they're fucked up, they're fucked up. Now,
Yes.
these usually play out in aspects where we don't have a whole lot of choice.
Chanel's like, that's me at the end
Yeah,
of the
no,
day.
listen, I know that
That's a
feeling.
lot of us at the end of the
Be
day.
it
when
at
we've had to
work.
talk people.
Sometimes with family, there are family. Uncle Bob drinks too much, but we tolerate it because he's Uncle Bob, but we really wish he wouldn't drink and just hopefully would shut the fuck up and stop telling, stories about the good old days.
My favorite part of this is that this demon has a lit candle, a wine glass, and cucumbers on his eyes. Just please let
Spa day.
take me away. Spa day. Just I'm gonna live in this bathtub.
Well, it's a good case for self-care. Even just those simple elements. Really,
But
even if you feel like a fucking monster, you still get to take a bath, have some wine, get a candle, and put the cucumbers on your eyes.
There you go. It's the veil in court for you. Okay, I don't know.
I have no idea what the fuck that is, but hey, that'll just segue us to our next one. And here are, again, we'll just verbally walk it through. Top caption is this beautiful looking kind of forestal path littered with purple violet flowers and green growth and this, just kind of magical forest tunnel.
Yeah.
And the top caption is what people think the spiritual path looks like.
Love and light, love and light, love.
Now, what it actually looks like is what appears to be a
version of self dragging the other version of yourself.
Listen, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm just going to say she's had a bad day. She may or may not be a crack whore. I don't know. The setting suggests that it's not a good place. The graffiti on the wall, the garbage and the fence. And she's just basically dragging around her fucking dead-ass version of herself. Now, again, that's no offense to crack whores in general. I like crack whores, but that's just me.
To me, it more represented your higher self just knocking you on side of the head and
dragging you through the fucking ghetto.
Yes.
Okay.
To get through your shit. You know, you think you're gonna go love and light? No, we gotta do something.
Not gonna be good,
bitch. Time for
not gonna be good, man. You know, and they just like truth is truth. Now, again, this is one of those things where, you know, comedically, you know, some people are like, "Oh, that's fucked up, man." Nobody wants to be in the fucking ghetto, man.
It's so funny.
Why you gotta joke about that shit? Because I can.
Yeah.
Because if we don't, we just drown in all the fucking negative stupidity. Now, I'm not making any type of social statement, okay? I know people have lived in the ghetto. I've lived in the fucking ghetto, man.
I think we all have at one point in our life.
It is what it is. Guess what? There are fucking ghettos everywhere.
Michelle's like, I come back and hear crack horse.
Yes.
Yeah. You come back to crack horse, Michelle.
Hello, Gail. Yes, it is too funny. And we try. I mean, comedy is important. It's good for us to communicate and laugh, even if it's fucked up.
Now,
you know what I mean?
I love this one. It's rabbit season.
Now, again, this is one of those moments where, depending upon where you fall in the particular spectrum, may not be as comedic to you. And for those of you who don't have the pleasure of the visual here, it's two rabbits fucking.
It is.
And the caption simply is the reason for the season.
It's
yes, Gail, screw like bunnies.
Screw like bunnies. It's fertility.
Now, again, it doesn't offend me. I think it's kind of milquetoast. It's like, all right, just a couple of rabbits. There's no actual penetration. I mean, Jesus Christ, we talk about beaver asshole and, you know,
I'm
stuff
sure
like that.
Actual penetration is just being hit.
I mean, this is tame. Yeah, well, I mean, again, there are a whole bunch of elements. But somebody might be like, hey, that's fucked up, man. Like,
everybody's like, oh, it's the Easter Bunny. Yeah. This is the Easter Bunny.
You'd be like, oh, you're fucking with my religion, man. You're fucking with Easter. Jesus doesn't like that.
You named a bunny.
But Jesus, listen, there was no Easter. Jesus didn't have Easter. You know what I mean? The whole context of Easter is after Jesus died. You know what I mean? And somehow rabbits and eggs and old chocolate ended up in this shit. So, listen, it's not on me. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Now, this next one, we're going to have to illustrate it out, okay?
Oh, God.
Because I picked this one out. It says, my wife yelled from upstairs and asked, honey, do you ever get a shooting pain across your body? Like someone's got a voodoo doll and like they're stabbing you with it?
I replied, no. She responded,
how about now?
Mommy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if anybody wants a voodoo doll of me, please give it lots of massages and caresses and, aromatherapy and stuff, please. Thank you.
Now, again, just little, kind of footnote element.
I picked this one out.
Relationships 101. Okay. Comedy is good to laugh with your partner, to be able to engage in not only challenging interactive elements.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to lie, one of my bucket list elements is, to catch her unaware and just be able to just really just get off a full-blown South Park Cartman fucking fart from hell. The kind of fart that just literally blows her hair out straight. You know what I mean? Now, some people are like, that's fucked up. What are you, 12 years old? Yeah, part of me still is 12 years old. I think farting is funny.
He's tried to Dutch oven me a few times. Well, and I have managed to somehow...
But it's a game we play sometimes, and she knows. She'll go into panic mode. She'll wrap herself up. She'll be like, there's no fucking way you're getting those covers over my head. Yeah. I'll be like, bitch, let's fight. She fights, man. She's like,
wrestling.
She's like, I'm not...
And I'm like, nope, my head is staying above the covers.
Here comes the horrible comedy moment. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest.
Oh God.
And I'll be like, come on, bitch, you're going in the oven. You're going in the oven.
Nope.
Now, again,
thus far managed to escape.
You can fucking 6-degree separation. You can draw strings and lines and color in the dots to make anything about anything. Well, that's just welcome to the world we live in. So somebody somewhere will be like, oh, he's talking about the ovens. He's making some of that Holocaust bullshit. No, man, it's a Dutch oven, you fucking idiots.
It's
I'm
a
talking about
fart.
farting and then pulling it over her head so she can savor
Smells
the
like
essence.
discipline.
It has nothing to do with Jews or the Holocaust or anything.
Now, in all
Nothing.
fairness, we have both turned the bedroom into a
listen.
full-fledged Dutch oven at one point or another. Cabbage.
My girl is the cheese queen, man. And when she cuts the cheese, oh my fucking God.
Witches don't fart. We cast smells.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
We cast
Bunch
smells.
of bullshit. Anyway,
How to let
segue.
your inner child come out.
For all you Christina Ricci fans, just embrace the joy of your inner child. And the caption is my inner child, and it's the deadpan, no emotional, sociopathic Wednesday Addams in black and white.
This is Wednesday's child.
Yes.
This is Wednesday's inner child.
Your inner child is
Dog.
the Antichrist.
You really don't want the inner child to come out sometimes.
But listen, darkness is important.
Trigger.
Listen, sometimes we need darkness, okay?
If you
don't kid yourself,
Yep.
please.
If you don't have a shadow, you're not standing in the light.
Damn right. So we're going to do one more before we jump to a music track.
Yes.
One day you'll find someone who is obsessed with you. It will probably be a demon, but that's what it is. And it's just like some old artwork type of thing with a
Medieval
demon grabbing the poor peasant.
It looks like the peasant is actually holding the demon back, like, yes, you're my fuzzy wuzzy demon friend.
Now the demon's looking over to the side, making sure nobody's checking it out, and I'm pretty sure.
Honestly, it looks like
I'm
a demon
pretty
friend.
sure
Noogie.
the part that we didn't see before this particular shot, the demon basically let him know, you're gonna give me a hand job, or I'm gonna rip your fucking head off. Okay, so you can see. He's not the guy in the green. He's not too happy. He's uneasy about this. He's not that kind of guy, but this is a fucking demon. He's got my head in his hands.
He's obsessed.
There does not appear to be any off on the horizon, so my hand is slowly reaching down. I'm going to have to jerk me a demon.
Beauty and the demon.
There are worse things in life, okay? I'm just saying. Just saying.
Embrace your demons.
Listen, all joking the fuck aside, if some fucking horned demon comes strolling up, grabs me by the head and says, yo, motherfucker, you're going to jerk it, or I'm going to jerk this head off. Listen, I'm going to go full-blown Pornhub. I'm going to jerk it like, I'm going to be like,
you never
like it like that, don't you?
before.
You like it? You want butter or jam with that? We can go. I got this. I'm not fucking around. Now, if I happen to have my sword conveniently handy, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to play that shit. My inner darkness can come out. I'm going to be like, go ahead, demon, pull it out. Yeah, that feels good, don't it? Feels good. And then that sword is going to come down fucking
Lorena
Kill
Bobbitt
Bill
style.
fucking faster than you can. Whoop! And that demon is going to be singing in the castration choir. Hee-hee! Yeah! I will roll like that.
I told you it was going to be funny.
I will roll it.
No, I told you.
Yes. All right, so again, I said one more, but I'm going to do one more. Just, I'm
'Cause you
going
love
to end
this
this.
one.
Yeah, because I really thought this. And children, just so you know, and Chanel, let your kids know, the really badass kids get visited by the Easter wolf. Goddamn right.
Yep.
About time.
I want to visit by the
Fucking Easter wolf, man. That's right. Taking it back. Taking it back.
Honora's having way too much fun with this shit.
Good. That's good. So anyway, we're gonna pop this. We're gonna switch it back to the podcast. Woo! Look at that. Technology. Shiya did all these nice little fucking setups and stuff. So everybody,
Easy
give
shit.
Shiya the props. She's the producer on the back end. I'm just the fucking idiot here in the fucking mic.
Yeah, the magic man. The magic man.
Anyway, going to premiere the latest track that just got released the other day. It is a track called Keep On Talking.
I like to call it the Boundaries Anthem.
This is one of Shia's new favorites. Basically, it's a little dance for all the people who like to talk shit. Talk shit. People talking shit. Trying to tell you how to be. Hey, you got to do this. You got to be that. Hey, bend over. Let me stick this in your ass. No, fuck you. Keep on talking.
Instrumental.
So, I hope you enjoy it. And with that, we are going to roll to keep on talking.
I love this one.
So yeah, that was the remixed, remastered, completed. Keep on talking.
Y'all see why I call it the Boundaries Anthem? I fucking love that one. It's like y'all can do whatever you can. You know, if I can find the things that people want me to change, you know what? I don't give a shit. Fuck off.
And for those of you that know me or starting to get to know me, I like to rip apart shit. I am big on keeping elements of, you know, not only animation but art alive. So that animation is from 1929. It's an old Disney short, Silly Symphonies. I ripped it up and used it under the free usage thing, blah, blah, blah. But it's important, I believe. And a few other people have done fan videos using the animation, which I think is great. Keeping old elements alive. You know, it ties us back. It gives us connection into our history. And I love the animation, within it. And it just seemed to fit. So, yeah, that's what I do sometimes. Now, some of it, the track that I'll play a little bit later is completely, done outside the box. It isn't from, this, that, or the other thing. But, sometimes I think it's important, that we
kind of give that nod to the past.
Right.
And carry
you know what I mean? That these are
us.
the things that influenced us.
Yeah.
These are the things that have impacted us.
And it also, I think, adds a little darkness and silliness kind of element together. I think it's great.
Yeah, and, again.
Dark isn't bad.
And I will say this
dark.
openly and honestly,
part of life.
all this stuff always have had, one of the core concepts was we wanted it to be out there for free. Didn't want it to be the type of thing that you had to buy it through Apple or Spotify or through any of that shit. Again, I don't begrudge anybody.
It's for $19,999.
Listen, again, don't get me wrong. I don't begrudge other musicians and artists to do what they have to do to make a living. I totally get it. I support it. But some of us, again, there has to be a balance, I believe. So I wanted this stuff to be available. So in that framework also, I didn't have, budgets of, thousands of dollars to hire professional artists to create custom fucking videos. So, yeah.
You've got
this was the middle ground, as they say, to put something that had a visual framework. And, obviously the music we have created, that's my forte. I'm not George Lucas. I'm not going to fucking pretend to be. But I understand art and editing and things, and up to the degree with, I do commercials and, custom stuff. So, that's part of what Shiya and I also do within the framework of, doing the readings and doing the magic and everything else. So, yeah.
You've got that song idea you've had in your head forever. Don't worry. You can just bring it to the wolf. Throw him
listen.
And he'll make it happen for you.
Absolutely. It's one of the things that we do, as we say.
Damn good at.
So back to the funnies. I think it's important again, and again in the context of what we've been talking about in tonight's podcast, the politics of comedy. Some things get into that edgier thing. Now again, for those of you who cannot see it home, I will describe this next particular meme. The top caption is Jehovah's Witnesses. In the middle, there is a door knocker that is basically a Greek statue with the biggest pair of golden nuts you've ever seen in your life.
These nuts
completely
are all down to
and utterly disproportionate to any guy I know. But anyway, those are the door knockers.
No man would be able to walk.
The bottom caption, and it's this poor woman just walking to the door looking that, okay, I have to grab this thing's fucking nuts. And the bottom caption simply says, make them earn it. Now again, the obvious comedic angle of anybody who's ever been visited by a Jehovah's Witness at 3:30 in the morning, you understand. You know what I mean? That within the framework of some of them and their beliefs, they feel compelled to come and let you know just what's going on and why it's going on and what your part in it is, whether you like it or not. Now, again, some of us are just like, well, yeah, listen, I appreciate it, but I don't think you want me to come knocking on your door with my nuts hanging out and be like, let me tell you about my God, these nuts.
These nuts. You know what would be even funnier is if that door knocker screamed when you knocked it nuts.
She went there. She went there. So yes, this can be considered, unfortunately, to some, offensive. I personally think, I've opened the door.
Everybody
is open to ridicule and comedic elements. I'm sorry, okay, if you don't like it.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, I am truly sorry.
They don't like it.
Listen, I feel bad that people just can't get their heads around the context of comedy, okay? You don't even have to like it. Just, you know what I mean? Again, just, okay, you don't like it, move on. Don't.
Comedy.
You know, like, you shouldn't go cancel somebody because, they just told a bad joke. Which brings us to our next one, which again, now listen, I'm somebody in recovery who stands to dance of drugs. Now, some people in recovery might be like, hey man, that's fucked up. And it's basically a fucked up garbage can on concrete, and it's another childhood star lost to drugs, which is basically meant to apply, this is what happened to R2-D2 after he fucked off and
he turned into
went deep on it. Went deep on it. Now again, it's fucking comedy. All right? It's not to say, hey, kids, go out there and fuck up your lives on drugs. No. But are they going to do drugs? Absolutely. Don't kid yourself. So maybe if we can laugh about it,
make good choices.
Maybe it'll actually get through, and then somebody somewhere will be like, yeah, I don't know that I want to end up like that.
Right.
You know, just saying.
Make good choices.
Now, we're gonna, another one of Shiya's.
Ah, yes, I love this one.
Now again,
This happened.
Disney, don't fuck me. I'm sorry we had to use Loki. This is a Facebook meme. I will freely
Fair
admit
use.
we just fucking ripped it. The top caption is coworker. Hey, quick question. You do witchcraft, right?
That entirely depends on the rest of the information you're about to give me.
Now, anybody that's familiar with Loki knows that that's a fucking loaded statement.
That is a very
That's a loaded statement. That's basically, I hope you're wearing clean underwear and you've done Kegels because it's going to get fucking real. And somebody's probably going to shit themselves.
Yep.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Now, again,
Is it, they say, oh, you do witchcraft.
community framework. And this one, now, again, the political problem with this is copyright infringement. Oh, my God. I'm trying, like again, like fucking Disney has to, Disney's going to go, is going to go bankrupt because, people are making memes from the shows that they pay money to watch.
Like they do to every
Fuck
other
off.
show out there.
Fuck off.
Fuck.
Okay? I pay for Disney Plus. Okay? I can take other people's memes and fucking joke about it. Just please. Have a heart, Mickey. Just say. Now, we're going to start getting deeper into some weirder shit.
I love this one. This
Yes.
is one of my favorite. Behold the field upon which I grow my fox. Lay thine eyes upon it, and thou shalt see that it is barren.
And that is the Knight of fucking Pentacles.
Yes, that is the Knight of Pentacles.
Oh, yeah.
It is freaking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the fucks is barren. I've got no fucks to
No
give.
fucks to give. Sometimes that is,
No.
listen, this is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. All right, so I picked some ones that I picked for particular reasons.
Yeah,
And this is really, this is really where we're going to start going down into that
It's been
fucked
milk
up place.
toast until now.
All right.
It's been.
This has been tame.
Yes. I found them hilarious. These next ones I find disturbing.
Well, listen,
That's the
it is
second one.
important. It is important. And I say this, okay, in all sincerity, that we have to be able to get around some of this fucking ridiculous sensitivity that, oh my God, Chanel, don't call CPS on me. You know what I mean? This is fucking stupid. Okay? We have to be able to. Now, I'm not condoning, I'm not saying that, like, hey, white comedians, you should go out there and just start using words that you shouldn't fucking use. Okay? Don't be that. But you can talk about these elements. Okay? Guess what? Most black comedians will talk about fucking honky crackers and how white people are fucked up. So, in the spirit of that, and I say this to all my black brothers and sisters, I'm with you, okay? So here we go.
Oh, God.
Hood translations. Okay? And I'm going to run them through for you. Number 1, I'm around the corner. Translation, I'm 45 minutes away. 2, we in this bitch. Translation, we will be attending the event. Number 3, Prima. Yeah. Although he did commit a crime that is against the law, release him from jail, for he is my friend.
Yep.
Number 4, so you mad? Translation, it amuses me that you're angered by what just occurred, when it didn't seem like a big deal to me. Number 5, you wasn't with me shooting at the gym. Translation, you did not contribute to my current success in any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
Number 6, where'd they do that at? Translation, what type of establishment allows behavior of that sort? Number 7, I'm about to go ham on your ass. Translation, if you say one more thing that displeases me, I shall be forced to take disciplinary action on you.
Smells like this one.
Number 8, I got the whip. Translation, my mother was kind enough to let me use the car. Number 9, You trying to jail? Translation. I really want to engage in sexual activity with you, but if said that, you might say no. And number 10. I'm chilling tonight. Translation. My current financial situation is not budgeted for extracurricular activity. Now, that's comedy, okay?
That's good.
That's comedy.
I
Used inflections. So, yes, I changed my voice to create a character element to, in my expression, in my humble opinion, better represents the comedic element. And I feel, not unlike with music, is a truer representation of what I'm trying to call from. Giving credit where credit's due. Okay? Hence why all the translations were in that pompous, hi, I'm white and I'm better than you voice. And yes, white folks, some of you, you're like that, okay? And we'll be getting to that along the way too, so don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Be happy.
So, with that being said, I'm going to jump into another track, drink some water, deal with the SWAT team that's at my front door. I'm getting canceled. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. But yes, I shall be right back, as they say. And all I got to do now is just, where the fuck? Oh, I just got to go. Oh, that's right. I got to switch. There we go. Yes.
Up at the top.
Just in time for the Goblin Queen. Be right back. I get a call. Go answer that call, honey. Absolutely, Chris. Don't worry. Be happy. So with this, I am going to now, again, this track is a quick little track. It started off as a kind of support reach out for a young friend, a son of a friend of ours, DJ, brother, if you're out there. Love you, little man. But it started off, again, as a reflective moment. Yeah. We're all just like you, just like me, breaking it down, rebuilding, you know what I mean, how we reflect our identities in this aspect and the disconnect that happens. And some of that, I guess you could say, that anger, that frustration, and being able to just let it go and just be like, I'm just like me, you know what I mean? Yeah. That you're entitled to your identity, and it doesn't always have to make sense, So with that, we're going to pop this real quick, and we will be right back. Enjoy, just like me. Yeah, that was just like me. And Honora, to answer your question, yes, sometimes it will come out in words. Many times it comes out in different translations. I get a lot of, I guess you could say, melodies that have words hidden in them. So as I unlocked the music or translate it, then the word sometimes, but it varies depending upon, where I'm at in a particular element, time frame. So yes, to answer your question, that particular video again was a complete just, taking different aspects of the common theme that's been, a good part of this album, the inner demons, the reflective perceptions of who we are, how other people see us, how other people want us to be. And again, the frustrations, the angst, I guess you could say the chaotic framework that happens with it. So the track is heavy in that element. It has a lot of energy.
Life itself is not all love and light, and we've got to find ways to express our wholeness of ourselves, not just the love and light, love and light, love and light. That's bullshit, and that's a false context. Well, so being able to turn around and express all aspects of self, all aspects of the emotional spectrum in a healthy way is a beautiful thing.
And basic physics, you know what I mean? When we allow things to build up on ourselves, not unlike a pressure cooker, okay? And you continue to add elements into a contained environment, okay? Eventually it fucking explodes. And those explosions tend to be catastrophic, and they tend to have wide-ranging collateral damage elements.
Unfortunately.
It's no good for us. It's no good for the people around us. Anybody who's had those moments knows what I'm talking about. So, again, logic suggests if we can find ways to avoid that or be better at least dealing with some of those elements, it's progress. It is, in its purest form, how we grow, how we heal, how we change, and embrace, the better elements.
Yes, absolutely.
So, yes. And you're welcome, Honora. This is what I do. I don't know what else to say. So with that being said, listen, we're gotta get back to the fucked up. Back to the fucked up meme.
Fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Fucked up.
So when we last left, we were in the hood.
We in the hood.
So we're going back. Hood translations. Part two.
Part 2.
Okay. Here we go, boys and girls. Number 1, be like that sometimes. Translation, I am aware of your situation. Unfortunately, there is nothing I can do about it.
It be like that sometimes.
It be like that sometimes. Number 2, fuck you mean? Translation, I understood exactly what you said. However, I completely disagree. Number 3, that's that shit I don't like. Translation, I do not condone that kind of activity, and I find it rather intolerable. Number 4. See what I have was. Translation. Please listen attentively to this lie I'm about to feed you. Number 5. My mama tripping. Translation. I will not be able to attend the social event tonight.
Mama tripping. My mama tripping.
I love that one.
Yep.
Listen. And again,
too,
and again, this is an honest and heartfelt shout out to all the black sisters out there. If there's any stereotype that I think is beautiful and should be encouraged more, it's that black women do not tolerate shit and will fuck you up.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Okay? Some element, I believe, should be embraced. Okay? And if that became more of a standard, and that if we could carry that over and just be like, listen, stop fucking with women. You see where I'm going? I'm just trying to build a bridge to maybe, get past some of the fucked up. So anyway, number 6. The fuck you talking to? Translation. I know you're talking to me, but I want to be sure before I engage in an altercation.
I'm giving you one last chance to back out, motherfucker.
Number 7. This is for you, Goblin Queen. I'm a model. Translation. I have Instagram. Or TikTok.
Oh.
Hear that bacon sizzle. What you talking about, listen?
What you talking
Hell
about?
yeah. And listen, you know, again, the more that we can embrace and find the good
Michelle's like,
element,
what the fuck you talking to?
this is what's going to save us, folks.
Yep.
Just saying. Number 8. Put some. Translation. Please turn around and rotate your gluteus maximus. Number 9. Take one for the team, bro. Translation. While I'm with this attractive female, please occupy her friend who is strong in the face. That's fucked up.
That's a good wingman.
That's
That'll do that. Or a good wing woman, you know. Take the ugly dude.
Number 10. You mad, bro? Translation. I'm aware that you're upset with me, but I'm going to ask you anyway to anger you even more.
You mad, bro? I love that one.
Number 11. You ugly anyways. Translation. I spoke to you because I thought you were attractive, but because you rejected me, you are now ugly.
Truth. Truth.
I mean, listen, that's a classic male toxicity. Beep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't want me?
You ugly anyways. Bitch. The North, like, take the low bitch.
There you go.
Yeah, no, listen, I mean, again, some things just are what they are. Number 12. We deep as fuck. Translation. There are so many people with us at this present moment that if there was an altercation, we would outnumber you.
Yeah, not a good place to go.
Number 13. I fucks with you. Translation. I enjoy your personality and character and would like to continue to spend time with you. And number 14. Bye-bye. Translation. Your stupidity has resulted in my irritation with you. Therefore, I am dismissing you from my presence.
And that's
Mic drop, peace the fuck out.
Boy, bye.
Now listen, again, context is everything. If there's any lesson that I could pass, not unlike a freshly rolled joint for you to enjoy,
Pass.
is that context is everything. Context is what defines an element. Okay? You can take the word fuck. Depending upon how you use fuck has many, 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 many faces. Okay? And I'm just saying, we have to look at context. We can't just be, oh, cancel that motherfucker. Listen, again, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it here, okay? Because I think this is fucked up. If you look at what's going on, and I'm going to use Will Smith because I think he deserves at least this basic context. The man fucked up. He knows he fucked up. But the amount of cancel bullshit that has come out of this,
it's
considering the type of shit that so many people around the world do on an everyday basis, that you're going to fucking cancel this man, tell him, sorry, you can't come to the Academy Award for 10 years. Fuck you, okay? Because there wouldn't be an Academy if it wasn't for guys like Will Smith and the fucking movies that they make that make millions and billions of dollars for your fucking stuffy white asses. Fuck off, okay? He fucked up. Let him deal with it in the way that it is. We don't need to cancel each other over ridiculous shit, all right? You know who needs to get canceled? The people that are going on TV talking about how, black people are less than, and that, slavery somehow is a good thing, all right? That's what we need to fucking cancel. We need to cancel every toxic motherfucker that somehow thinks it's okay to put their hands on a woman. Don't get me wrong. If a woman's trying to cut your dick off, you have a right to defend yourself. But short of that, just because your food wasn't made on time or because somebody gave her a sideways look, you think it's fuck you, you're a coward, you're a pussy. That's right, I'm saying it. I'm calling you all out. That's what we need to cancel. So yeah, there was a little bit of aggression and anger in there mixed in. But sometimes comedy's dark. Sometimes comedy's edgy. That's why I love George Carlin.
Stuff out.
George Carlin would just come out on the stage and be like, "You're all stupid motherfuckers." And people laughed and they enjoyed it and they paid and they came back for more. Just guess what? A lot of times we are stupid motherfuckers. And it's okay to say, you know what? You're a stupid motherfucker. That doesn't mean you fuck your mother. It's just you're a motherfucker. It is what it is.
Exactly.
So, again, going deep into the, oh my fucking God. Right now here we have Ernie. And I'm going to read the caption for you. Elmo puts on his Islamic attire and proceeds to yell chants in Arabic. Scaring the people in the square into a panic, he laughs maniacally. Now,
this is wrong.
There are two elements of it.
This is wrong.
First, you can take anything with Elmo and make it fucking hysterical, as I'm going to continue to prove through the rest of this evening. Second is that we are triggered by such ridiculous shit that we have to spin it with comedy lest it fucking just, again, sucks us all into oblivion. Okay? It's insanity. I have friends who are Muslim, okay? And just because somebody looks like they're Islamic and starts, chanting in Arabic, that doesn't mean they're going to blow the fucking plane up, okay? Now, again, if they got C4 strapped to their nuts,
that's all
you might have a case, okay? But listen, it's not how it is, okay? The overwhelming majority of Muslims are not terrorists, people.
Nope.
Okay? Wake the fuck up. Find a new boogeyman. And onward we go.
Oh, dear.
This is a great, this is drug culture. I'm not going to lie. And for those of you who do drugs, yeah, you can appreciate this moment. And basically, for those of you at home, again, who are just listening and cannot enjoy the visual of this meme, it's basically a split shot of Kermit in a car looking at you through his driver's side window and then looking back at the road. And the caption simply is, I hate it when people honk at me to speed up while I'm driving. I got drugs in the car, bitch. Go around.
I ain't getting pulled over.
True shit, man. True shit.
Yep.
You got drugs in your car? I don't give a fuck. Okay?
Go around.
Obey them traffic laws. Okay? That's the first rule of drugs, man. Sorry. Hey, listen, if somebody learns something and prevents themselves from getting into some shit, I consider that, progress, Consider it a public service message. Okay? And listen, if you don't want to believe me, it's fucking Kermit. Believe Kermit, okay?
Kermit.
He smokes and he knows things, just like me.
Just like you.
Now, my next segue goes into the category of let's just create some shit and stir up controversy. Any of you who followed the New York Times will probably remember not too long ago a woman by the name of Sarah Jeong. New York Times was a New York Times editor.
Was, thankfully.
At some point back in the day, she said some shit on Twitter, and basically it was comedic, but it was also a venting of some frustrations that she had as an Asian woman with the hypocrisy and the double standards of the world that we live in. And these got kind of ripped up and, thrown into memes and blasted all over the place, and people are like, oh, look at her.
Cancel.
Then the caption here is, dumbass fucking white people marking up the internet with their opinions like dogs pissing on fire hydrants. I personally agree with the statement. I actually wish she really had said it, because I tend to agree. There are a lot of dumbass fucking white people marking up the internet with their opinions like dogs pissing on fire hydrants.
Yep.
But the context here, this was used to stir controversy. Ooh. And it got deeper. And it went to this one, which, again, she never said. She never said this. This is not what she wrote. But somehow, again, this was floating all over the fucking place. So, again, let me clarify. This is not what she said. She never said this, okay? But I like it, okay? And I wish she did. And I think George Carlin would agree with me. Well said. And I will read it for you. White guys Better clench some butt cheeks, boys. We need a castration lottery for white men. Every month, we pull a birthday, sort the excess, and snip some sacks, preferably in a big public gathering. Listen, George Carlin talked about it in one of his skits, some years ago, that you take these fuckos, you build a big fence around Kansas, you throw them all in there.
You're going with the whole...
and you sell it on pay-per-view.
Yeah?
Yeah, Michelle, we need to do that for Predators first. But again, the context here was just, it doesn't even matter if it's real anymore. People just like, hey, she said this, make it a meme, throw it out there. Now, I find it hysterical, but the problem is that she never said it, and it was used to create controversy. So, again, sometimes the only thing that we can do is take an element and throw it into community. Yeah, listen, I'm with you, Zom. Do it to the pedos? Absolutely. That for me is, again, one of those lines. I'm sorry, we're not having a conversation. This is, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one, so fuck you, you gotta go. That's just me. I'm sorry. So, moving deeper and darker down the, fucking God.
God.
This is one I like, and I entitled it personally myself, called Sesame Porn. Now again, this one you really need the fucking visual to appreciate. And the caption is, not sure what's going on here, but I felt this group was the perfect audience for it. And this is truly how I feel. I think you folks really can appreciate... No. Listen, there's nothing better in a relationship than role play, folks. So if that means that you dress up like Muppets and you fucking go at it, okay, and if that means that fucking Cookie Monster is gonna take it from behind,
oh dear.
Oh yeah. Okay, listen, it's fucking funny. All right, I saw this, and I didn't even see the caption. I just saw the fucking eyes. Again, a picture sometimes says 1,000 words, and really, again, truly, I hope those of you who can see this can appreciate it. But Cookie Monsters, and I tell you what, okay, and I'm gonna go there. That look in that shot basically says, oh my God, I'm sorry, honey, I just stuck it in your ass, because Cookie Monster's mouth is wide open. Those eyes are sideways. That looks like, again, Cookie Monster just got prison raped, and the driver in the pinkish whatever was like, oops, oh shit. No pun intended. So yeah.
Oh my God.
It went there.
Yeah.
It gets better. How could he? Oh, yes, he can do more.
It gets better.
This is what I like to call Sesame roleplay.
This is childhood ruined.
This is great. You got Grover in there, Bert and Ernie. They're all dressed up nice. Grover's got the ears and the bowl.
Oh.
And the caption is, midway through another night of role-playing and meth, Bert tries to comprehend the series of decisions that brought him to this point in his life. See, I couldn't even get through the dialogue straight on it because it just... And again, it's just fucking Bert just standing there just with this deadpan look. You got Grover and fucking, Ernie just, I think, I don't know about any of you, but just the framework of role-playing and meth, it's not a good combination. Yeah. So I understand how Bert feels in this particular moment, trying to comprehend the series of decisions that brought him to this point in his life. And as they say, it was in this moment that he realized he had fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Okay. White folk! Got one just for you. This is what I like to entitle, Shit White People Do. Now, again, yes, there's a political slant on this. I didn't make this meme, okay? So, those of you who are going to freak out, listen, man, it's just fucking comedy.
We just find the shit.
Right there at the top, again, you've got your fucking, I don't know what those pants are called, but that looks like a sweater vest, and I don't know, that could be corduroy, I'm guessing, I don't know. But anyway, he's definitely He's a cracker, okay? So shit white people do. Vote Trump. Yeast infections. Say all lives matter. Yeah. Corn fritters. I don't know where the fuck that one came from, but hey.
The South.
I guess.
I'm just going to go with
missionary sex. I think it's fucked up. I mean, you know, again, as a white man, I'm like, yo, I don't, you know, I don't know why we get labeled like that. I understand the dick thing, you know, which is cool. I'm cool with that. I don't have a dick thing, so I'm not worried about that.
You do have a dick.
But really, you want to, you know, missionary? I don't. Anyway, cuck. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, white guys definitely got a definite monopoly on the cuck game. I don't know what it is. Listen, a lot of guys really crave black dick. That's just the truth. It really is. Yeah, I don't know why.
I didn't know what that was.
Hey, listen, it's that, you know, that whole my dick should be bigger than yours, but it isn't, so I got to go racist because I can't comprehend with my own shortcomings, and I'm terrified to come out of the closet kind of thing. I don't know. People are just saying that. I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying it applies to you out there, but hey, you know, if the dildo fits. Next, listen to black music that's old to black people. Again, we're always behind on this context, so listen, I'll give them that. Dance offbeat. Yeah, I know too. A lot of white folks don't have rhythm. You know what I mean? I feel you. It's embarrassing. I know. Roll over their 401k. That's just, you know, that's cheap. You know, me personally, you know what I mean? Just because we got finance, you know, why we should have to pay a price. But I understand, you know what I mean, that, you know, some shit's got to come out of the wash. Deny racism exists. Yeah, listen, absolutely. Sorry, folks, white people, racism exists. I'm not saying it's you. I'm not saying it's your fault. But please, for the love of Christ, or love of anything, real or imaginary, it exists, man. Okay? So we have to deal with that for what it is. Meth. Yeah, meth is only white people could figure out that somehow if you take a used car battery and you boil it with some fucking Sudafed and some toothpaste, that you can turn it into a destructive drug that I can smoke that will basically destroy your DNA structure in 5 years or less. Yeah. So, good job, white folks. Yeah. Meth is all yours. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. Yes.
That's just
weird porn. Yeah, white people got some weird fetishes. Weird porn. I'm not going to deny it. Now, me personally, you know, again, not me, but yeah, we can definitely agree. Mass shootings? Yeah, listen, I think, you know, I think the data's in, you know what I mean? But just saying.
People, that's been a thing.
Pretend Trump isn't racist? Yeah, that one's a bit of a cheap shot. He's just, you know, he is what he is. You know what I mean? He just, you know.
I think even Trump admits
he's like a fucking chameleon. Whatever somebody says next to him, he's just like, you know, like a fucking parrot rolling. Bark, 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 bark. That's just me again. Sorry, Trump. I know you can't help yourself. I guess you are racist. I don't know. It's debatable.
I think he's just a narcissist.
Listen, me personally, I don't think he's intelligent enough to be racist. I just think he's just a piece of shit, but that's just me. Use black slang that blacks no longer use. Yeah, that definitely. Yes, I've seen that happen. Thank you for the warning, officer. Yeah, that's a classic white privilege moment.
That is definitely white privilege.
And I already hit the fantasize about black dick. But listen, in fairness, you know, everybody's equal opportunity. So you got to make fun of all of it. White people, black people, you know, across the spectrum. If we can't laugh, then again, we got no fucking hope. So
well, it goes back to my name earlier about laughing at yourself.
Right.
And I'm glad you're laughing, Gail. Most she's laughed in a couple of days.
Good. Listen, that's a beautiful part. So moving on. This one I call Christmas. And I love this. This is just the Grinch in me. And it's just a picture. Bert and Ernie. Ernie's on the fucking phone with a big fucking smile on his face. And the caption is simply this. One of Ernie's favorite holiday traditions is calling children and telling them Santa isn't real. And they are the reason that their parents aren't happy.
It's all your
Merry Christmas.
You're a one, Mr. Ernie.
Oh.
That is really fucked up. That is really fucked up.
This is not a meme for children, but yet it exists out there for anybody. Like, again, you know, your 3-year-old could fucking pick up your tablet and log on to it and find a whole fucking smorgasbord of fucked up Bert and Ernie shit that will instantly ruin their childhood. But, again, there's a fucked up element, making children cry, telling them Santa isn't real is, it's a cheap joke. You know what I mean? And, hey, my child is fucked up. Shouldn't yours be? That's kind of what I get a lot of times with some of this. It's like somebody somewhere, their childhood's fucked up, and they're like, you know what? If my child is fucked up, I'm going to fuck up all you motherfuckers' childhoods too. We're all going to fucking be fucked up together. So here you go. And I'm going to blast this all over the place. So even though you think you're looking at fucking Martha Stewart, then all of a sudden, Bert and Ernie are going to jump out of there and be like, ha ha.
Hey, at least you didn't put the fisting meme in there this time.
Oh, well, since you insist.
Oh, no. Did you?
Now, again, a picture paints 1,000 words. You have Bert behind Ernie. Ernie's pointing at the arrow to the door to get out. His mouth open, his hair's in disarray, and the caption simply is this. Ernie tries to escape Bert's grasp, while learning the hard and painful way that there are indeed no brakes on the rape train.
Childhood.
Fucked up.
Right.
Now,
that's fucked up.
I need to obviously put a footnote on this. I am not suggesting, that rape should be disregarded, because some people, again, have had the horrific experience. However, with that being said, and I say this with all honesty and pure intent, that in my life and through some of the experiences, and not specifically in the regards to rape, but things that are borderline into that fucked up humor spectrum, it's the only thing that we can do sometimes is take a framework and element, and try to the best of our ability to put some semblance, something that isn't just, the mouth of madness, the never-ending spiral into the horrible horror. And yes, it's fucked up humor. It is. It is absolutely
fucked up.
Fucked up. Fucked up.
Fucked up.
What's fucking funny? Not gonna lie. So here's another great Elmo moment. And like I said, you can take Elmo and you can fuck up just about anything with Elmo. And it's basically a picture of Elmo looking at a jar with eyes. And the caption, boys and girls, when Elmo's urine sample begins to sing about the importance of drinking water, he realizes that the cocaine he got from Tampa was probably less than 100% pure.
You don't say! You don't
So, yes.
say.
Another
that shit was cut.
Public education moment. Your cocaine should not make you hallucinate. It might make your heart explode, but it should not make you. And it surely should not make your urine sample begin to sing to you.
I'm scared by that prospect. I really am.
Be afraid. You got beat, man. Somebody sold you something else. Now, again, the underlying fucked up element here is that, when you're dealing with drugs, and I can say this in all sincerity and honesty, you have no idea what the fuck you're getting. So unless you're going to fucking Colombia, picking the goddamn plant, taking it home, and processing it yourself, guess what?
You ain't getting
You have no idea what the fuck you're doing, okay? That's how it is, okay? And let me give you a little insight into drug culture, okay? The more it's cut, the more profit they make, a.k.a. more money, for those of you who don't understand what profit actually means. That means more money, more cheddar, okay?
Cheddar.
So drug dealers, by default, are inclined to cut, and that is the technical term, to cut their shit with all kinds of things. It could be fucking crabs from Marty the homeless guy around the corner. It could be fucking flour or fentanyl or fucking God knows what. Anything you can imagine that can be chopped up and expand on the physical context of, well, I started off with 14 grams and now I have 389 grams.
So I can tell.
So you had 14 grams of cocaine and, 374 grams of ass flakes or Drano.
No. Did you just go ass flakes?
I went ass flakes. But I'm just saying, that's what I mean.
Right.
You never know what the fuck you're going to get. So listen again.
No.
Therein lies the dark comedy.
Oh, my goodness.
But we'll go a little bit further.
Oh, must we?
Yes.
We must, I suppose.
And this is a quick dance into the acid culture.
Right now.
And we got this beautiful picture here. We got Ernie, and we've got these food-looking characters, and Bert looking like somebody just shit in his cereal. But there's a reason that Bert looks the way he does, while everybody else looks joyful and happy. And here's your caption. Bert is not amused when, for the third time that night, Ernie, who is tripping on acid, wakes him up to watch their food dance.
Happy food dance.
Now, you have to understand a little bit about acid culture to understand the framework here.
Hallucinations.
That when somebody is deep in that particular zone, reality doesn't apply anymore, man. The food's going to dance. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. It's going to go weird. The Pink Panther's going to show up. There's going to be kind of weird, distorted Pink Floyd kind of, soundtrack music in the background. Somebody's going to take a shit down the street, and it's going to sound like the end of the world. You're going to hear every ripple, every flatulent moment. You're going to hear the catastrophic splashes as each chunk of hell splashes into the bowl.
You're terrible.
And then as the drool starts to run down your chin,
dark humor,
you start to wonder, what the fuck did Bob sell me this time? Praying to God. Praying to God. Any God will do. Please stop making the food dance. Because here's the problem. It's all fun and games when the food is dancing. And it's cool. But then it takes the darker turn. And this is, as I like to say, when Pink Floyd's The Wall comes on.
Uh-oh.
Okay, public service message number 3,839. I don't know how many we've gone through, but anyway. Public service message.
A lot of public services.
And I say with a big if, and I'm not condoning or suggesting that you should, but if you decide to drop acid, do not, I repeat, do not listen to Pink Floyd's The Wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall was written as, I guess you could say, the acid Bible of what not to fucking listen to and do while you're on drugs. Okay?
I have watched it high a few times.
It is a descent into madness and hell.
It is.
And
you have to be in just the right mood.
I love Pink Floyd. It is a great album. But
I love The Wall, too.
The Wall and acid equals hell. Okay?
I've never done acid, so I've seen it high, and it's in a very fucked up place.
No, you don't want to do it.
On weed. So I can't imagine.
But again, it's all fun and games. The food is dancing, and then the food goes sideways, and the food says, yo, motherfucker, you've been eating us all your life. We're going to eat you.
No, now. God, that does
And man, the walls start to melt. All of a sudden, dogs and cats are fucking each other. The sun is black. Black hole sun! Yeah, it goes bad, man. It goes really bad, really fast. And you pray. You're like, please, let it be over. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
My favorite acid story was somebody tripping while they were watching Poltergeist during
getting sucked into the TV?
Getting sucked into the pool scene where all the arms are coming up.
Oh, that's always
and his
fun.
Friends were trying to hold him down.
Let me drown in a pool of the living dead.
With the acid, so they're trying to hold him down to keep him going crazy in the theater while the arms are reaching up from the pool. Guy lost his shit. Needless to say, they were bad.
Listen, back in the day, and this, and again, I say this in comedic context, but it's fucked up. But, again, sometimes we have to talk about things honestly.
Yep.
Back in the day when I was younger, the highlight, during the summer, that for that 1 year at least, was, going to midnight movies and dropping acid and just seeing how fucked up could fucked up be. So, yeah, seeing, Jesus Christ Superstar and, Led Zeppelin song remains the same, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, I've been...
Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, listen, these were excursions into all kinds of fucking,
Did you take the toast?
Listen, true story. We were in New York City once. We went to an Earth Day festival in Central Park. I mean, there were literally just thousands of people all fucked up. Just, I literally watched a guy go up on the main stage where they do the free shows over by Strawberry Fields.
Yeah.
And literally, and again, it's a Rick and Morty moment for those of you who can appreciate getting shifty. Literally just pulled his pants down, took a big shit on the stage, and then started finger painting with it.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh my God. That's
true story.
Disgusting.
Went full down into the dookie, man.
Jeez.
That's what acid will do. Now, you can make a case. And listen, that's not to say every acid experience is bad. But you have to be smart. It's not something you do by yourself. You want to have, again, public service announcement number, whatever. Never do acid by yourself, man. Have a spotter. It's like gymnastics. Trust me, you don't want to fall down and break your back and there be nobody around to deal with it, okay?
Do not
be smart,
the
okay?
Brown acid.
Do not eat the brown acid. Don't listen to Pink Floyd's The Wall, okay? Now listen, and again, on a serious note, all comedy aside, there have been some good, solid scientific studies on microdosing that there are elements within psilocybin, and as Gail mentioned, mushrooms and some other naturally occurring hallucinogenics that in controlled elements and in smaller dosage actually are very beneficial to many different things, everything from epilepsy to depression, anxiety. We're still just scratching the surface, but it's hopeful, and it's a good foundation, I believe. So again, I'm not saying, hey, go down and get some Dexter's Laboratory fucking bullshit, man, because again, same as with the cocaine analogy, you have no idea what the fuck you are getting.
Right?
Okay? Just trust me on this. It's not like it was in the 60s, all right? There are no more cool hippies doing shit out of the goodness of their heart for people to have a good time. These are all maniacal fucking Dexter's Laboratory.
Breaking Bad.
Let's see what happens if I mix Fruit Loops and battery acid.
I think I should.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how meth was born.
Yeah, really?
So, again. So, we got a couple more. This is, again, depending upon what side of the fence, how you identify. It's just basically good old Ernie out there with all his farm friend vegetables. And the caption simply says this. Farmer Ernie says the only difference between a good meal and a good time is where you put the cucumber. Truer words were never said.
That is actually...
It really is.
Yeah, it's true.
It is the only difference between a good meal and a good time. For some. Now, personally, I'm going to take that cucumber, I'm going to make tzatziki sauce with it, and I'm going to have me some flatbread with a good, cucumber sauce.
Wow.
Some of you may decide the cucumber needs to be baked someplace else. Someplace more personal. Someplace more erotic. Ooh.
Oh, dear.
Now, again, public service message. Always wash your vegetables before fucking them, okay?
Oh, my
Simple rule of
God.
thumb. You don't know where those vegetables have been, man. Listen, this is health now we're talking about.
Oh, my God.
People's health is important. Okay? So always wash your vegetables before fucking them, okay? Boys and girls.
I'm just going down
okay.
a very bad place with this in my mind.
Tomorrow, the next day, when you're helping mom in the kitchen and she pulls the vegetables out, to remember, say the old wolf said, "You told me to tell you." Okay, mommy, please wash the vegetables before you fuck them.
You're gonna get some kid's ass beat.
I'm a bad wolf.
You are.
Well, listen, if it saves somebody from salmonella or some other horrible fucked up E. coli type of shit, what's a little bit of, off-color language when we're talking about people's lives?
Okay.
Really?
Then.
All right, listen, I'll throw a poll out there. Who wants to be the person admitted into the ER who ends up with a fucking staph infection because they got a fucking dirty cucumber jammed up their ass?
There's actually a show
Trust me,
that they have.
You don't want to be that person on the fucking front page of the New York Times.
There's actually a show they had for a little while, Sex Sent Me to the ER, and they had some of the most fucked up shit that was on there of things that people went to the ER for that were sex related.
Listen, the mind boggles.
I can see that happening.
We were talking about the white people joke elements and stuff about like the weird porn.
Oh my god!
And I've seen this, okay? And I'm not saying this is my thing, but I've seen it. Unfortunately, it was shown to me, and I can't unsee it. All right, but there's porn. There is actually porn where guys stick their dicks into fans. Okay,
like a fan,
as a running fan spinning, that they stick it and get that good whack.
Oh god!
There is porn out there that is basically guys laid out on a board or a floor, and women in stilettos repeatedly stomp on their balls in stilettos.
Now, that, unfortunately, I have actually seen that, and it's not pleasant.
Okay, it's insane.
I
don't begrudge anybody what you need.
I've seen it,
I really don't want to be that guy and be like, hey. Now, me personally, nobody jumping on my nuts is a good time. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't care if it's fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or if it's Tinkerbell. No. All of it just no. Not my idea of a good time. I'll take a pass. It's cool. You can have two from me. All right, that's cool. I'll give you mine.
God.
Well, for some people,
Not okay.
some things. Ah, yes. Nora hit it. Yes, I've seen that one too. So Nora says she heard some shit about a mental hospital sexual shit from a nurse that worked at one. Yes, nails in the urethra hole, the dick hole, is a thing.
Not okay.
Again, I don't. It's okay, but But this is where comedy and horror just kind of crash together. Like, can you smell me now? Like, oh God, no. So, as we move on from Farmer Ernie, I think I got one more left in here to fuck up the night. Yes.
As if it wasn't fucked up.
Now again, women, I'm sorry, but this one I almost shit myself. I saw it, I was like, oh my God, if this isn't a trigger meme, I don't know what the fuck is. So basically, again, for those of you who are not able to enjoy the visual of the moment, it's basically Bert and Ernie standing, kind of looks like on the edge of a bridge maybe. And Bert's got a fishing pole with a line and a hook. And on that hook is a card. And Ernie's just looking at the screen and he just has this kind of, yeah, I'm gonna do it look. And here's the caption, ladies. Bert and Ernie write the word privilege on a card and dangle it over the heads of a group of feminists to demonstrate how it will always be out of their reach.
That's horrid. That is fucking true, but awful.
Fucked up!
Fucked up.
Oh, but it's so fucking... Listen, ladies, I'm sure, and listen, you don't need me to tell you this, but there are guys that get off on that. They're just like, here, let me dangle my privilege in front of you. Oh, you want it, don't you? Psych!
Canceled. That's it.
It's
You're
fucked
canceled.
up.
You're canceled.
It's fucked up, man. But it is hysterical.
Canceled.
You know what I mean? Because listen, and again, and I say this with all sincerity, sometimes shit gets taken to the extreme. So there are some who just get way too jammed up and just take it way too far. Okay? And I'm not saying that men haven't fucked up. They fucked up since the beginning of time. I get it. Okay? You have every right, within a scope of framework, specifically, again, within, sexual or, within the violent, a guy pulls his dick out, guess what? Cancel him, that's fine. But, especially in the element of humor, I think we all know, again, and I do, that some people are just, they're fucking triggered, you fucking breathe wrong. You know what I mean? Listen, I was at a show once, and it was a show by a group called Judas Priestess. And Judas Priestess is a female Judas Priest cover band. All women in the band. So they tend to attract, let's just say, alternative lifestyle aspects, which is great.
Okay.
I'm glad. They should be represented. However, some within the fan base are extreme.
Oh, dear.
AKA a guy at a Judas Priestess show. Oh my fucking God! Don't you know that this is lesbian music? You're a man. You can't be here. You can't listen to them. This is not for you. You're encroaching on our moment. This is our space. Go away. Go away.
They were literally upset there was a dude there.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry.
Wow.
But come on, man. Like, I'm not there to challenge your sexuality. I'm not fucking you in my head. Trust me, I don't want to fuck you. I don't care if you're straight or not. But really? At the Stone Pony? At a fucking show? Guess what? They sell tickets to make a living, okay? And I'm sorry if their fucking clientele, for lack of a better way to put it, was strictly lesbians, they would advertise that. They'd be like, this album, this music is for lesbians only. Guess what? I haven't seen anything in any of their shows, on any of their promotional materials, any of their releases, any type of public relations media and or otherwise
that says lesbians.
That says that somehow that this is only for lesbians. Again, I don't have a problem. Love who you want to love. Fuck who you want to love, okay? I'm not trying to oppress you. I'm not trying to tell you. I'm not going to be like, hey, baby, don't you want the dick? No! I don't. It's not me, okay? I'm sorry that the rest of the world is what it is, but we gotta own up to our part, okay? And some shit is just fucking ridiculous and needs to be called out for being ridiculous, okay? It's fucking ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Okay?
That's a little too far. I get it.
I want to accept you, all right? Don't tell me just because I don't have a vagina that I can't watch a band. Fuck you, okay? Because I really think is what you really want, the dick. And just like all those guys that are afraid to come out of the closet because they can't get around the fact that they secretly want the black dick, I think some of you ladies out there really are just terrified and just like, you know what, I'm going to eat the beaver because I don't know, Oscar Mayer scares me. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's you. I'm not saying it's her. But I'm saying someplace, somewhere, probably, better than average chance. Yes. Now, does that represent all lesbians? No. Does that represent all white people? No. Does this represent all black people? No, 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 no. It's fucking comedy, okay? It's reflections of elements of things. Some of it bad, some of it good, some of it deserved, and some of it just fucked up. Like, again, Bert and Ernie. Welcome to your childhood destroyed. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's a lesser evil sometimes versus the insanity that, listen, I would rather take a context and make it humorous than to sit there and drown in the darkness, in the despair. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yes, sometimes things go too far. I'll be the first one to admit. My intent was really, I don't want to offend anybody. Like, really, I don't want anybody to feel bad or feel hurt or feel dismissed or less than. And especially because certain things are personal to us and they trigger. You know what? I get that. I accept that. And again, truly and wholeheartedly, it's not my intent. Okay? I want people to laugh. I want people to enjoy. I want to share my music. I want to share the love and the magic and all the things that we have and break some of the molds, some of the stereotypes, and to really be blunt, some of the more fucked up elements that it's dragging us all down. You know what I mean? Strength in numbers. If we don't fight it, who the fuck is going to do it? You know what I mean? And I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a world, where, again, ultimately, you know what I mean?
If loving humor is wrong,
right.
I don't want to be right.
You say something off key, or, you make a mistake, and all of a sudden, like, okay, well, you don't count anymore. Again, there's a difference. There's a difference between somebody that, is a child predator and a guy who smacks somebody on TV because he says some shit about his woman. Guess what? People slap each other and get into fights over their women every fucking day of the week.
Truth.
Man, he just happened to be in the wrong place and just did it in front of 500 million people. You know what I mean? But, should that, again, erase everything good that he's done? Does that somehow now, like, again, now this defines him, and all the other fucking bullshit that goes with it? No. And listen, some of it, again, we can agree to disagree. Like, again, the political stuff, I get it. A lot of people like Trump. Okay, I get it. I understand. I'm not going to cut you off just because you feel a particular way. It's your actions that matter. So as long as we're all trying, you know what I mean? Like, again, as long as you're not coming in my house with a shotgun being like, hey, motherfucker, if you don't vote for Trump, I'm going to have to execute you because you're a fucking traitor. No, fuck you. I ain't no traitor. Okay? Just because I don't agree with you and just because you don't agree with me doesn't make you a traitor. However, again, if you're going to go out there talking that Nazi shit about how, Jews and black people need to go back in the ovens and shit, yeah, no, fuck you. Then you are the traitor, and we have a real problem. So there's a difference. Yep. Context. I talk about it all the time. Context is important. Everything. Context reflects perspective, and we can shift our perspectives. Well, we can look at things outside the box. Well, we can look at something that normally would be like, wow, that's fucked up. Feminists shouldn't have to deal with that, man. Well, if we can take and put it in a comedic aspect, maybe we can change the dynamic. Maybe by laughing about it, maybe now it isn't weaponized to the degree that we use it to hurt people. Sure. You know what I mean? To come out there and be like, yeah, or you're that, you're this. No, this is not the way.
This is not the way.
But again, it's just within my style, my framework. You know what I mean? And again, believe it or not, to some degrees, it's therapeutic for me because it's not always easy to talk about different elements within the scope of, oh, wow, that just kicked back on. It's funny how that happens.
Because you didn't click it
off. I never clicked it fucking off. So I got to scroll back all the way up here. Up. Goodbye.
There you go.
Yep.
I've done that before.
Yeah, a little bit of the technical switch over. Yeah, we're not going back there. But listen, again, if I can impart one thing, don't take it always at the face value. It doesn't have to
take
be
life so serious.
You know what I mean? Laugh.
Yes.
It's okay to fuck up. It really is. It's context, again, that matters. There's a difference between making an honest mistake or, walking up to the guy in front of you in the checkout counter because he's being too slow and jamming a cucumber up his ass to teach him a lesson. Context, people. Now, I think that's personally fucking funny. It's fucked up. All right? And again, let me just say, I am not suggesting nor condoning nor implying that if somebody in front of you in the checkout line is being slow and or stupid, that you should jam some form of produce into the offending orifice.
However, you can visualize it in your own head.
Yes.
Have a silent little chuckle, maniacal chuckle.
Oh, you can put that shit to a soundtrack and you can play that in your head. You can close your eyes and you can bask in that moment.
True.
You just, you like it like that, don't you? Oh, you want the squash, don't you? Okay.
No, you want the gourd.
Yes, and it's tough. Like you said, we all have our opinion things, and a lot of it's actually true. But the truth does offend a lot of people, and hey, you're easily offended. It's ridiculous.
Well,
and it's true.
Yes.
You know, again, within reason. Everything has to be looked at in its context.
Yep.
So, you know, I said the same thing, you know, when the fucking insanity was spinning. You know, again, I have to say this. I see a whole lot more double standard being fucking super injected on black men, black artists, you know, Dave Chappelle, the whole trans bullshit. Anybody that watched his fucking material, again, context, comedy, listen to what the guy's saying. Don't just cherry pick and take a word out and then reprocess and say, well, that's what it means. No, it's not what it means. Listen to his words. They tried to cancel him. It was bullshit. Fucking same thing with Will Smith. Now, again, sometimes, like a Louis C.K., I love Louis C.K. as a comedian, but he fucked up. He kept pulling his dick out in places he's not supposed to pull your dick out in.
Yep.
And guess what? You got canceled for it, man. Now, he's still out there making a living. He's still out there doing shows. So it wasn't like the canceling was so bad that he's now homeless living in a shoe filled with piss. Okay, he's still out there doing his thing. Maybe he learned a lesson. Maybe it'll teach other men to be like, hey, you just can't pull your dick out whenever you want. Women really don't want it, okay?
No.
Okay? Just because it happens on Pornhub doesn't happen in real life, guys, okay? You got to separate the fantasy from the fucking reality. Some women are freaks, but you got to have a conversation with them first, okay? You got to make sure that these things are defined, man. Okay?
And no offense, but dicks just aren't all that attractive.
And especially with black women. Listen, black women will fuck you up, okay?
Yeah.
Don't try and pull that shit on black women.
No.
I don't understand why white women, it happens to you guys all the time. I guess it's a milk toast factor. I don't know what it is. Unless, you know, but I mean, again, but, you know, then there's the whole porn thing, and it just kind of, it shatters the whole stereotype.
Genitalia, in general, is not attractive. We like how it makes us feel. We like the things it does. I just don't think it's all that attractive on men or women. So, I don't know. Just like taking pictures of just whatever. I don't know.
You know, again, we joke around, you know, and again, not to begrudge anybody, you know.
I'm just that person.
And it's probably, again, it's a whole nother conversation for another time, so we're not going to get segued. But listen, here it is. Context. Compassion, love, humor, healing, positive elements, okay? We keep it framed, okay? And we can take the uglier aspects of things. And granted, we can't change them, okay? Guess what? The Holocaust is a horrible fucking thing, and it happened, okay? Yeah. And it happened to a lot of people, okay? But just because somebody makes an offhanded, you know, comedic reference, okay, that has nothing to do with the actual horror of the element. And especially in the framework, you know, I'll use Sarah Silverman as an example, who happens to be Jewish, who happens to have connections, family-wise, into that horror. She has every right to be able to put a comedic spin on it and talk about it in whatever framework. You don't have to like it. You don't even have to listen to it, but she has the right to express that and should not be canceled.
I agree.
Just like, again, a Dave Chappelle or a Will Smith or numerous others. Now, again, I'm all for, you know, if you come out there and, again, you're talking that dumb shit, talking about, like, yeah, I'm gonna be lynching me some black folks tomorrow and having a barbecue with some chicken. That's fucking racist, man. Okay, that context, there is no fucking in between on that. So that's where we can separate and say, well, that's obviously not comedic or in a joking form. You obviously are a Nazi, so yes, we can go ahead and cancel him. But when Sarah Silverman, she's a fucking comedian. Okay, so again, and thus endeth my rant. So we're going to close out tonight with, I think, and I'm just going to go with, we don't even actually have them in here, so I can't.
What?
I was going to go to Time of the Phoenix with the
It's
video.
right there.
But it's the MP3.
MP4.
Where's that?
Right there. That's the one.
Oh, that's the one. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking stupid. What else is new? It's 10 o'clock, folks. It's been a blast. We're going to close it out with Time of the Phoenix. Thank you again, always. Know that you are loved. And until next time.
And tomorrow's What the Fuck Wednesday.
Yes. I almost forgot.
For readings.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Facebook, YouTube.
Be there.
The Shiya. The Shiya.
What the Fuck Wednesday.
What the Fuck Wednesday. Peace out, folks. Love you.
Turn back time, then I wouldn't change any line. Wonder how the time flies fast. When I say now it's almost past. Days go by, years go by, life goes by. Time to rest. I wonder how the time flies fast. The book of my life was written in stone. I never regretted all of the things that I've done. Though the waters that flow through the earth go by, life goes by, the times are right to die. Days go by, years go by, life goes by, the times are right to die. Days go by, years go by.